kick it, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett.
The youngest wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to the Chicago Cougars Relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 22, and we are here to decide everything. One game to decide the entire season. This is Game 7 of the World Series. This isn't just a regular season game. This isn't one of 162. This is one of one. We've played an entire 162 baseball season. We've played an entire postseason. And it all comes down to one final game. Game 7 of the World Series, the Chicago Cougars versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Can you dig it, sucka? We are ready to go. Hit that like button if you go on to enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Let me know if you're excited because I am on the edge of my seat. Let's get into the video because I cannot comprehend the anticipation, the anxiety, the stress that I'm feeling because one game decides our season. Let's get into it. And here it is. The World Series is up for grabs. The entire postseason has been decided. It's been figured out. It's been laid out in front of you in the past couple of episodes, and it all comes down to one last game. They are going to have Michael McGreevy on the mound for them. We will not have Tarek Skubal on the mound for us. We will have Shohei Ohtani, our ace, who has been magnificent in this postseason. He's been 4-0 with 33 strikeouts, a 2.73 ERA. He has been the guy for this postseason after last season where we went to him for one final game in the AL wild card, a one and done. We trusted him and he lost us that game. This season, he has had a complete 180. He has flipped and had a fantastic postseason. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in conversations for postseason MVP. He's not. It's going to be Spencer Torkelson most likely, and it's probably going to be Spencer Torkelson because of the game he had in Game 6. But we've also got possible World Series MVP could be Shohei if he has a good game today. It all comes down to this final game. There's going to be nothing else after this. There's going to be no off season. There's going to be nothing. It's just straight up one final game, and that is it. We are going to play the entire game. Shohei Ohtani will be on the mound for us. I don't know if he's going to be fully rested. He's not fully rested. That makes it a little bit more interesting. Shohei's not fully ready. Ooh, do we make a last-second decision? Do we make a last-second decision to put in Tarek Skubal to go for Game 7? Ohtani is not fully there. Or do we let Ohtani go for like 4 innings, however long he can make it, and then just have another starting pitcher, all hands on deck kind of scenario? I'm going to give Ohtani the call. I'm going to give him the chance to go out there and be a hero. Shohei Ohtani will be our number one. There's a reason he's our ace. It's for moments like this. He may be a little bit tired, but we are going to go out there and trust him. So, you know the lineup. It hasn't changed much. This is what we're going to rock for Game 7 of the World Series. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross every appendage you have, and hope that Shohei can go at least 4 innings, maybe 5, in Game 7. Let's get it.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on Chicago. Hi, folks. John Chomby alongside Chris Singleton. It's Game 7, everything on the line. And, Chris, as a player, this is the spot you dream of.
I guarantee you, as kids, they've made up this scenario. Game 7 of the World Series, bases loaded, and all that pressure there. Well, here's the reality tonight. The key, act like you're in the backyard all over again to see if you can come through with something big.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. Getting the nod in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix. So for him, it's always interesting to
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. I know Ohtani doesn't have the stamina that you would like him to have, but he is getting the call to go on the bump and go after the St. Louis Cardinals in Game 7 of the World Series. This is why we paid him the big bucks. Now, we've had a wild postseason up to this point and a wild World Series up to this point. Coming back in Game 6 with a walk-off home run by Torkelson to win it. And that is not the ideal start for Game 7 of the World Series. Albert Almora Jr., I'm not going to put the blame on Ohtani's stamina. I'm going to put the blame on, I just put that on in a bad spot. That's really all I can give on that one. That's okay. Leadoff home run to start the Game 7 of the World Series is not ideal, but we can come back from. We've come back from deficits in plenty of games in this series. This is nothing new. But we've got Ohtani. Put our faith in him. Maybe I shouldn't have put my faith in him. That'll be on me. If we lose this series and this World Series because Ohtani gives up a couple runs that we just can't end up coming back from, then I'll put it on me and I'll take the responsibility. But if it's just because the Cardinals played better, then that's just what happens. That's just baseball. I'm trying to outmaneuver Dylan Carlson here, but he's not going for these pitches to the outside. He chooses to foul off that one. I'll go another fastball. I don't want to really walk him here. I don't know if Jordan's got the speed to get there. He might. He does. Okay, just has enough speed to get there. I was a little worried there that he might not have the speed to get there. He does. This Cardinals team is very well put together. A lot of strong hitters all throughout this lineup. Arenado looking for a World Series ring. He's only hitting 188 in the postseason. And Ohtani gets out of there with a strikeout. That's a good first inning. Obviously, I would prefer to be 0-0 in the first inning, but beggars can't be choosers. And Smooth Jazz will lead off for us. Ooh, okay, a little bit of an error. They're going to call that an error? They will call that. I'm guessing that's an error. They didn't pop anything up underneath my camera, so I'm guessing it's an error. Second baseman, Tommy Edman. I think that's Tommy Edman out there. Julio Rodriguez will fly that to right field. Carlson makes the play. That's the first out of the game for us. Smooth Jazz is on first. Austin Riley to the plate. And I didn't want to swing at that, but I thought maybe I could float that into right field. Maybe get a double out of it. Didn't really want to swing at that, but it is what it is. That's going to be a ball. Okay. Whew, I need to get loose. I'm really tense in this game. This is a lot of pressure for me. I haven't been put under this much pressure in a while. One game to decide a championship in baseball? I haven't had that pressure in a minute. Unfortunately, I was completely late on that fastball for Austin Riley, and I go down swinging on that. I should never have even swung at that pitch. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. And it's 2 outs, 1-2 count to Jordan, who's been clutch in the World Series up to this point. So he has been clutch. Can he have another clutch moment in him? I hope so. I thought vaguely about swinging at that. Chose not to in the end. Swinging at that, though, I probably shouldn't have. Although that would have probably been called strike 3 if I didn't swing at it. So, unfortunately, we get a runner on but we don't do much after that. At least in the first inning. Ohtani strikes out David Dahl, so he goes down to lead off the second. You love to see that. Nick Prado will smoke that to left field. Jordan very aware, be able to react and get that, but that was a hot hit. Coming off the bat there. And now we got Luis Rodriguez to the plate. Ohtani does a good job. Great placement on that one. And see if we can strike him out here. And we can. Got him looking on that one. Ohtani with 2 strikeouts in the inning. That's the kind of inning he needed. With the low stamina that he has, that is exactly the type of inning that he needed. I'm going to warm up Scooble because he was supposed to get the ball anyway. He was supposed to get the nod in this game, so I will give him the opportunity to come in. And it's going to get past Carlson in right field. Verdugo's got a double. If he was a little faster, I'd send him to third, but he's not fast enough. It just got past the glove of Dylan Carlson, and Alex Verdugo leads off the second with a double. And now we got Alejandro Kirk. I don't know if anything in the outfield gets Verdugo home. I don't know if that gets Verdugo home. I'm not going to send him. I'm not going to send him. It would have been close. 49 speed. I don't know if that would have got him safe or not. But Alejandro Kirk does a good job to move him to third, because now Murakami comes up with a chance to get the RBI. He's going to do it. It's going to be a double play unless Murakami can beat it out. He can! It's a fielder's choice RBI. And the tie game is here. Murakami delivers, not conventionally, not ideal. Obviously, I would like to have both Kirk and Murakami on base, but they had to choose, and they chose to take the double play opportunity, even though Murakami beat it out. And Oneil Cruz delivers with a single, so now there's 1 out, and Cruz is on first. And 99 speed for the man who might win postseason MVP. Can he continue his hot streak? He cannot, unfortunately. I was a little bit late. That's my fault. That's not Torkelson's fault. That's my fault. I was a little bit late on the timing there. I'm sorry, Torkelson. I gave you, or you had a perfect opportunity to get RBIs there, and I completely screwed you over there. That is my fault. Ooh, good take, Smooth Jazz. Good take. His last 10 games, he's gotten 11 runs, so Jazz has been very productive in the postseason, and that is not going to get past Prado at first, so we will just tie the game. But hey, just tying the game is okay with me right now. It's a completely new ball game. It is a completely new ball game at this point. Just worried about Ohtani. Just worried about Ohtani. That stamina is going scary low. Is that going to be fair? It is going to be fair. Ohtani makes the play. I almost didn't go for it because I thought it would roll foul. Luckily I did. There's Tommy Edman, the man who made the error at second base. And Chisholm doesn't make an error on his end, and he will get the out. 2 down in the inning. Albert Almora Jr., who has the home run. He will not hit back-to-back, thankfully. Verdugo will make the play in right field. That's 3 innings done for Ohtani. All right. I think we let him go 4. That was the goal originally, was to let him go 4 innings. And right now he's seeming like he can do that. Julio will lead off with the single. That was a full count, by the way. Now, do we steal with Julio? I think we do. It's only a 1-1 count, so there's no threat of a strikeout here. I think we steal with Julio. Ooh, they're ready for it. Okay. I'm going to try it one more time. If they throw back again, then I won't do it, at least for this pitch. But I will lead off. If they throw back again, okay. So now we let a pitch go. We don't steal, or don't attempt to steal. They're very hyper aware of Julio's stealing ability. We'll let Austin Riley take the pitch here, whatever it is. And Riley gets a lot of that one. Austin Riley over the wall. 2-run home run. Santa Maria. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He strong-armed that baby right over the left field wall. And the Cougars lead 3-1. That's what I'm talking about, Austin. That's what I'm talking about. Big-time home run. Ooh, man, I love that short porch over and right too. I mean, the entire wall is a short porch, and that is, whew, that's good stuff right there. Inject that in my veins. 3-1. Yordan Alvarez. Wow, I could have absolutely smoked that ball over the right field wall, but I was a little bit off on the timing. Nope, gonna let that one go for a ball. All right. Oh, baby. Please. Please! That's gonna at least take a base. Okay, it's gonna be just a single because 39 speed's not gonna get a double. All right, that's gonna be a base hit for Alvarez, so he keeps the inning alive with no outs. I wish that either would have been in the center field gap or just over the wall for a home run. Verdugo will get a base hit. We're starting a little bit of a rally. Runners on base with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Do they pull McGreevy or do they let him go? I know it's only the bottom of the third, but your starter's in a little bit of a pickle here. Alejandro Kirk. Full count now to him. And Kirk will not get anybody to another base. Thought that might fall, but it was a little too hot. A little too hot off the bat. And now Murakami comes to play. He was the one who scored or got the RBI on the fielder's choice to tie the game. And now Murakami will get a double play to end the inning maybe, or he can beat it out. No, he can't. So that's back-to-back double plays for Murakami. That's unfortunate. But Austin Riley, man, he just dogged that baseball. I'm going to let Ohtani go. Bad idea, yes. But maybe it'll work. I got a strikeout there. Caught him looking. 4 strikeouts for Ohtani in the game. Dylan Carlson comes to the plate. He will send that to left field. Alvarez moves back, chasing it. Got it. And now we need 2 outs in the inning. And it's Nolan Arenado, who I'm very terrified of. But he will just tip that off. Tip. And now we got Ohtani. Hopefully gets a slider in a decent position. That was a little bit risky. A little ugly there on the slider. Here's the cutter. Good. Alvarez. Beautiful. Ohtani completes 4 innings of good baseball. Good enough baseball. Only allowing 1 run. And now O'Neal Cruz comes to the plate to lead off the bottom of the 4th. And O'Neal will get on base another single. You love to see that. Oh, and they missed through there. What are they doing? Arenado had to dive on that one. Cardinals a little out of sync here. I think we steal with O'Neal, right? He's got 99 speed. I think that's a little too dangerous to have just sitting there. Although that was a very, very hittable pitch that they threw to Torkelson there. But Cruz does deliver a stolen base. I mean, look at this. That changeup was money. I could have hit that ball a long way. And Torkelson delivers. That's going to be another RBI. There's no way he throws me out. 99 speed, no chance. It was a little closer than I thought, but still. Torkelson delivers another RBI. I think that's his 10th RBI of the postseason. So he is having himself a worthy performance of postseason MVP. Now, I don't know who's going to win World Series MVP. It could be him. It could very, very well be him. Is that going to go? Did Smooth Jazz just hit a home run? Smooth Jazz 2-run home run! Santa Maria! Smooth Jazz Chisholm with a 2-run dinger. And the Cougars lead, what, 6-1? Wow. Smooth Jazz. Just bully ball. And they pull McGreevy. It's 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Your Chicago Cougars are that much closer to a World Series championship. And Julio Rodriguez delivers a base hit, so there's still nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. There is still nobody out here. They put in a lefty, so now I don't feel as comfortable stealing with Julio Rodriguez. Although McGreevy was throwing back on me when he was a righty, so. They even pitch out on the first pitch that I see here. And Austin Riley has the 2-run homer. The initial 2-run homer. And that's going to be a beautiful hit. It's going to be fair. I'm setting Julio home. There's no way they're throwing me out. 90-5 speed. They don't even attempt it. And that's another RBI for the Cougars. Austin Riley delivers a 3rd RBI. And there's still nobody out in this inning. This is the inning we needed, boys. This is the inning we needed. And now Jordan. Oh, great play at shortstop. That was destined for the back wall in left center. But that was a fantastic athletic play at shortstop to save a guaranteed RBI. Unfortunately, Verdugo does strike out there. And now it's Alejandro Kirk. Kirk does a decent job there, but not good enough. That's going to be the end of the inning. But we did enough damage there, boys. We did enough damage. Ohtani, your day is done. I don't want to risk anything more. You did a good enough job to get us the win. You got us through 4 tough innings. You are truly our ace. And now we bring in the man who was supposed to get the nod for Game 7. Tarek Skubal. 3-2 count to Dahl. He will swing and miss on the slider. That's the first out of the inning. Now we got Nick Prado, former Royal first baseman, now playing here in St. Louis. 1-2 count to him. Let's see if they fall for the slider back-to-back at-bats. He didn't. Good on him. We'll go circle change. He is able to tip that ball for a foul ball. 2-2 again. Here comes Skubal. Splitter. I don't think Alvarez has the speed to get there. Not many left fielders have the speed to get to that ball. We'll go back to the slider. We threw a couple pitches. Now we go back to the slider. It doesn't fool him. I thought for sure that it would get him that time. We'll just try to push a fastball by him. Jordan makes the play in left. That's 2 outs in the inning. Man, I really thought that second slider would get him. Luis Rodriguez fouls the fastball away. Now it's time to pull out the sinker. And he's able to get that over into right field. Okay. So the Cardinals have a late rally possibly. 2 outs and a runner on first. Tejada, the man who made the amazing athletic play at shortstop last inning. Or last half inning. He's now up to the plate, and he will. Torkelson, beautiful play to keep it in front of him. And Skubal makes the play at first. Spencer Torkelson, he's just doing everything. We go bottom 5. Up 7-1 on the Arizona, not on the Arizona Cardinals, on the St. Louis Cardinals. You don't know how many times my brain has wanted me to say Arizona. And it finally slipped. The St. Louis Cardinals. Murakami almost sent that one over the wall for a leadoff home run. 2 singles for O'Neal Cruz. Can he make it 3? No, he cannot. Almost beat it out, actually, with 99 speed. But unfortunately, he does not make it 3 straight singles. Edmund does a good job. And now it's Spencer Torkelson. It's torque time. It's torque time! My God, he's good. He's having a breakout postseason. It's torque time! Santa Maria! Oh, he's winning postseason MVP. He might even be winning World Series MVP. This kid is on fire. It is torque time in Chicago. Put some extra torque behind it. You can't leave a changeup on Spencer Torkelson. The way he's been hitting, not only in this series, but just in this postseason in general. The way he's been hitting, you cannot leave a changeup like that. And that's another run. That is now, what, the 3rd straight inning we've scored a run? After starting the game down 1-0. Chisholm gets on base. That's the 4th inning. We've scored every inning except for the 1st inning. That's pretty crazy. Unfortunately, the inning will come to an end as Julio flies out to center field, but Torkelson did what he needed to do. He's winning everything. He's winning postseason MVP. He's winning World Series MVP. He's having the playoff appearance of his life. The only other guy I could see giving it to for World Series MVP is Ohtani, because I think he's got, this would be his, that's not good. It would be his 2nd win of the World Series, plus he's got like a sub-3 ERA and stuff, so I think the only other guy I could see them giving it to would be him, but I think they're going to give it to Torkelson. Oh, that's going to be a little blooper. Riley makes the play, beautiful play. That's the first out. Let's see if we can keep him from advancing the runner any further than seconds. Yes, sir! Arnez goes down swinging. Skubal does a good job. Now we got, is this Tejada? No, this is Dylan Carlson. I forgot Dylan Carlson was a switch hitter. Let's see if we can get him with the sinker. Ooh, I thought that was a home run for a second. Julio should have the speed to get there, and he does. And we get out of there with no damage done. We go bottom 6. Riley's up to the plate now. I'm feeling very confident with a 7-run lead headed into the late innings. That was a really high throw from Arenado. Prado goes up, climbs the ladder to get it, but a little unnecessary for a high ball like that. They can't afford to make any mistakes down 7 runs late in Game 7 of the World Series. And Jordan flies out to right center. It's all right. We don't really even need to score any more runs. Any more runs are just icing on top of the cake, on top of our little World Series championship cake. All we need to do is just survive. All we need to do is survive. Get through the 7th, get through the 8th, get through the 9th, and we are World Series champions. I'm going to let Skubal go the 7th. I may even let Skubal go the 8th, depending on how this inning goes, obviously. That's not a good start, but we started last inning with a double, and nothing ended up happening. So who says that this inning won't happen the same way? Alvarez makes a good job in left field. That's the first out. That's a good start. That is a good start. Now we got Prado on a 1-1 count, and he sends that to Alvarez. They're just doing my job for me. Alvarez makes the play again. 24 speed. Certainly not in left field. He's not going to try that. And now it's Luis Rodriguez. And he will maybe deliver an RBI. Julio, too fast. And nothing happens. We go bottom 7. I'm going to warm somebody up just in case. I'm going to warm a couple people up just in case. But I'm going to let Skubal go the 8th. And then we'll bring Crochet in for the 9th just to seal the deal. Kirk will ground out to shortstop. Tejada makes the play and gets him out of first. All right, not a big deal, not a big deal. Now it's Murakami, who I thought was about to hit a home run last at bat. Instead, he will ground out to Edman, fields it, and throws it to Prado. Okay, so quick outs, quick outs, but we're just trying to get through this now. We don't need any more runs. We don't need any craziness to happen. We just need to go robotic, machine-like, get through this game. And that wasn't supposed to happen, but I guess that works too, a strikeout. All right, we go top 8. Skubal will be on the mound. I believe in Skubal. He's been able to get us through some pretty interesting times here. Chisholm fields it at seconds, makes the play at first, and that's 1 down, man. They are on the rocks. The St. Louis Cardinals are seeing their World Series hopes dwindle by every at-bat, every pitch. And now it's a 1-2 count to Edman. He will send that to right field. Verdugo goes underneath it, and Verdugo's got it. 2 outs in the bottom or the top of the 8th. I'm so happy that Game 7 is here in Chicago because it gives us the opportunity to hold the trophy for the first time ever, by the way. in front of all these loyal fans who followed us from Oakland over here to Chicago. And they bring in Paul Sewald. That's okay. We've seen him before in this series. We've seen him before. And Spencer won't continue the hot streak he's been going on, but he doesn't need to do any more. He's already done enough. He has already done enough. Jazz Chisholm's got 3 hits tonight, including a 2-run homer. And he will get a 4th hit. That's a 3rd single. And Smooth Jazz, man, he is on fire as well. And this is really good. This is really good because we're going to get the World Series out of the way before our entire team just collapses because of salary. We aren't going to have enough salary to be able to afford all these guys, and that may happen in this offseason. Or we might have to see a big roster change just because we can't afford everybody. But the fact that we've won a World Series with the team we've put together is a good... that's a victory in my book. I don't care that we lose the team. We can rebuild again. But we've done the job. We've done what every rebuilding team wants to do, is to build to get a World Series. Almost said Super Bowl. To get a World Series, and we are about to do that. We are about 3 outs away from doing that. So I'd count this whole series as a success. Obviously, we want to win more. I'm not done with just one. Certainly not done with just one. We're definitely going to want to go back to back. I don't know if we will be able to, with the way that the budget is is going to turn out probably. I should have let that go for a ball. That's my bad. Runner on first and second, 2 outs, bottom 8. It's a 1-2 count to Yordan Alvarez, who's about to win another World Series. Carlson makes the play. I thought maybe we'd get an extra run. But here we go. 3 more outs. Garrett Crochet will come in. He's been so clutch for us in this World Series. In the postseason overall, but just in this World Series specifically, he has been so clutch. We've relied on him a ton. We have relied on him a ton. He's definitely going to get paid, whether it's by us. What was that? Whether it's by us or by another team, he is definitely going to get paid this offseason. And he's deserved it. Beautiful strike. Beautiful strikeout. Got him looking again. I think that's the second time he's been caught looking. Dylan Carlson comes up. And Dylan Carlson will get a double guaranteed. Maybe a triple if Julio can get this ball in quick enough. Okay, just a double. But they're going to need a lot more than just a double with 1 out already in the inning to get back in this game. That works. Arenado will score an RBI here. They're going to just replace, basically. So Carlson will come home. Arenado takes his bag over in second. All right, nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. We've got plenty of cushion here. It is still a 6-run lead in the top of the 9th. It is now a 4-run lead in the top of the 9th. David Dahl, 2-run home run. I'm starting to get a little bit worried now. Pitcher getting tired. I don't believe it. Nick Prado. It's okay. It's all right. We need to clutch up a little bit. I need to sit up in my gamer chair. We gotta get this game done. There's a big strikeout. Prado goes down with a strikeout. Crochet's got 1 more out, and we are World Series champions. That's all it takes. 1 out. And there it is. Julio will chase it. And we did it. We're World Series champions. I'm just going to let the audio talk, if there is any audio. I can't even say how I'm feeling right now. This is crazy. It finally happened.
Congratulations to the champs. Game 7 of the World Series. Every player on both sides comes to the ballpark knowing that this is it. Well, these guys got it done.
And we did it at home
all year long, and it's fitting they win it all in a special series.
What a series this was. What a series. Cruz can't
Welcome back
believe
on
it.
the
He's
show
excited.
As we see some of the final
He's
moments
watching
and
Julio bring
reactions
it
to
down.
this
He's
World
jumping up
Series
in the air.
clinching game.
The bullpen in the
And now
dugout.
let's go
Shane
down
Bass
the
is on the
field
ground. The
where they're
dugout
set
was
to present the
exploding with
Commissioner's
excitement, and
Trophy
there the
to
boys.
World Series champs.
There's your champs. World Series champs, man. I cannot believe we actually did it. Look at that. 2026 World Series champions. That should say first World Series championship. It technically says 10th because we are the Oakland Athletics, and I think they won a lot back in the day. But we did it. We absolutely did it. Michael McGreevy only went 3 innings in Game 7. That was their guy. They leaned on him in Game 7, and he went 3 innings. And we won the World Series. And they did it. They gave Spencer Torkelson both World Series MVP and playoff MVP, or postseason MVP. He did it. Congratulations to Spencer Torkelson, man. He had a fantastic postseason, hitting .333, 4 home runs, and 9 RBIs in the postseason. He had 2 home runs in Game 6 and Game 7. He had a walk-off in Game 6 that sent us to Game 7, and then he had the huge home run in this game as well. 5 RBIs, hit .391, absolutely unbelievable. I mean, this is Yordan Alvarez's what? His 3rd World Series championship? He was on the 2024 team. He wasn't on the 2025 team. He was on our team. And then we brought him back, and he's here again, and he won the World Series. So Yordan Alvarez is collecting them World Series championships like Infinity Stones. It's crazy. But we did it. We won the World Series. I cannot believe it actually happened, but it did. And I am so thankful for everybody here and all of you guys watching. Now we just got to rebuild, because a lot of guys, we're going to lose a lot of guys to no budgets. We're going to keep these big name guys, obviously, but we're going to lose probably Garrett Crochet, probably Scooble. We might lose Shane Baz. Like, we might lose a lot of these crucial guys. We might lose the World Series MVP because we just might not have enough money to pay these guys, which means we might have to move on from some of these more expensive guys like Alex Verdugo or Shane Bieber, who kind of screwed me a lot throughout this entire postseason. So we might just move on from him just because of that. So we'll have to figure that out, but that's all for next episode. Now we can just focus on celebrating a World Series championship. We actually did it. The GM goals have been completed. We are not getting fired ever on this run. I mean, look at this progression. We went 70-92 in year 1. We went 80-82 for the next 2 seasons. Then we finally made the postseason for the first time ever in a 1-game playoff and a wild card. We lost to the Tigers, I'm pretty sure, went 94-68, and then the next season we went all the way 92-70 and won the World Series in the best way possible on our own field. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. What a wild way to end this season, and I cannot wait for the offseason. I cannot wait for next season to defend this championship and get back to it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.